Alright, NoGoodGamer here. Welcome back for episode 11 of Stoneblock 4. Today I'm going to be doing a passive mob farm using the delightful grass, similar to the dreadful dirt. I meant delightful dirt. Ignore me. I meant delightful dirt. Anyway, a lot like the the dirt that's over there in the mob farm. Delightful dirt spawns cows, chickens, rabbits, mushrooms, stuff like that. Sheep, pigs. So it's all the passive mobs. All the stuff that we're going to be getting food from, as well as wool. Because I ran into an issue. I wanted to make these facade blocks to cover up these wires and make them look better and make them look like something else. You know, start making things look a little nice. But they take wool. Wool and four dyes, and I've got every dye. I need the wool. And I've planned out an area back here where I'm going to set up the passive mob farm. Now I've got most of what I'm going to need in my inventory. I will probably need to craft a few more things, but it's going to be set up very similarly to how the other mob farm was set up, with a couple differences. And I can tell you right now, I'm gonna have to go go craft something else before I can finish this whole thing. But I'm gonna start this off with these, a 5x5 grid. And then put that in my offhand. I'm gonna go ahead and use my wand to get all the dirt down. That is a 5x5 of dirt. And now, a lot like the mob farm over there, I'm going to have a lamp that I'm going to have remotely turned on and off. Only difference is this one turns on when you turn the light on and turns off when you turn the light off. Because the delightful dirt requires a light level of at least 10 to spawn anything. And now I will be setting up the collection method. So I'm going to have them blow this way. Go ahead and knock that down. Knock that down. Grab one of our handy dandy little fans. I'm going to put 2 width, 2 height, and all 3 of my distance ones. So now no matter what, spawn's gonna get pushed that way. Probably didn't need 2 height, probably only need 1 height. Yeah, there we go. But this way I know for a fact they're gonna get pushed down here. And then I think down here... Alright, so what I'm gonna use is these entity conveyors. So I can go like that. And then I think I'll do... these last few this direction. And then right on top of here, I will put my mob masher. And one thing that's going to be a little bit different this time too with my mob masher, I don't think I put it on the one over there, but I'm putting these two like I did over there, but I'm adding the fire upgrade. I have a feeling this is going to automatically cook the meat that it picks up, which will be very helpful, because I don't want to have to process everything that I'm just pulling out of a chest, you know? Now with this, I can close this side in once I'm good with that, and then I'll have glass up on this side. As for over here, is where we're going to have to set up some stuff that's a little bit different. Now for the other extra thing that we need to do, is I need to set a dispenser down. And in the dispenser I'm going to put a water bucket. Now, oop, I almost messed this up. Because this is how I had to do this last time, is set it back one. Let me get this out. I need to put it there, and then I have to put a gap so it'll come in here. But what you do is, I have to use 2 of these. I'm gonna go boom, boom. And now what you do is I want to set it to about 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Now, I'm going to need some blocks. I'm going to take that out real quick because it will probably take the pulse timer out. Alright, so the way I'm going to do this is glass here, because this is the wall. And I'll do like that, and then the rest of this I'll do in the logs, because I don't really need to see this side. That looks good to me for a basic setup. Now, if I put the water bucket in there, you'll see that occasionally it'll get spread out and then it'll get picked right back up. Okay, why is it doing it like that? Except... now I'm going to put that down instead. And probably shouldn't have closed this up yet, because I do need to get in here for a couple things. But now I can do it like this, I think. Come on. I mean, it's a 20-second timer, so it's not too surprising, but... okay, so that didn't even trigger it, so maybe I have to put a block there? Let me see... there we go. Why isn't it going anywhere? It's acting like there's something in front of it right here. Now I'm going to set up redstone links. Put that one there. Set it there. Set it. And then I'm going to put this one as, let me see. I'll set those up as that. And then, where do I want my switches? Alright. So I'll do like this, and then I actually want to switch this one to the other lamp. And then we'll put that one it's the only other one that doesn't have anything set in it. That's funny. But for this I'm going glass, because I don't want to end up confusing it with anything else. we go. And then with that one just having that. And then the last one I want to set up is that one. That one I'm going to use birch logs. And I'll put that on this side. That way I can hit that and turn on the killing machine. Or turn it off and get in there to like, steal cows or sheep for some reason or another. I may want one of them for something. Who knows? I've already done my fluid cows, so I don't think I'll have to be getting cows. But now the way I need to do this, get rid of that, so it's actually kind of dark in there. But I'm thinking, nah, I'll leave it like that and then turn on the fan. Cool. Now, to get our egg, I'm just going to use one of my chickens from in here. Spawn him out. Feed it the thing. But, yep, get a golden egg. And just like the dreadful... Oop. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I left the fan on. Turn off. Alright. Just like the dreadful dirt, you come over here with this, and now we got our delightful dirt. And with our last pulse timer, stick that there, go to 2 ticks, and right now it's not able to do anything. And why is the water still not working? And I'm just going to do the classic gates across, open them all so it stops any water for one. Let's see if that at least does something. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Alright. So now that it does that, let me turn off this area. I've got almost all of this set up. Now I want to get one more controller access point. And I've got my pipes on me. So the way I want to do this is I'm going to stick this here. We're going to go... Actually, hold on. Put that there, because this is already pushing to the right. And then... up here we'll put that, and then this is where I'm going to stick the experience gatherer. I'll make sure to pipe that into the system once I connect it. And now I need to do my item collector onto there. Now, I already have this chest set up with the same way I keep doing all of them, where I have my advanced hopper upgrade with wherever I want to put it, and then on the void I'm just letting it go to a stack and then voiding anything extra. Now this is where it's currently at. I need this to go... Nope, wrong way. Yeah, we'll go that way, and then there, and down one on the Y, so that puts it right in the corner. And just for safety's sake, I like to go one out, and one up. So it covers this whole block. don't show particles, and unrender. And I'm just going to do the same thing with this one. Now then, the farm is basically finished. I just need to add that to the system. And now we can go ahead and turn on the fan. That's already going. Turn on the killing machine. That's going. And turn on the light. And just like that, we started getting already a cow, another cow. Alright, yeah, cool. It's giving us the cooked products. And now all I gotta do is pull these things out as they come in and stick them in the system, and it'll start depositing it in that way. Oh yeah, I forgot to put on collect experience. Let me store what it gave me. That way it actually picks up now. And this is what I was talking about, the extra little trick, because as you notice, grass spawning, and more grass spawning. I forgot I need to spread out the item collection to make sure that it actually does collect what's back there too, so I do need to adjust this. So I'm gonna tack that over that way. 2 more over that way. Actually, no, I'll just go 1, and then we'll go spread that out, and that should cover the whole area. Yeah, perfect. Because the water is already going to push everything to that corner. And now we're catching everything and pulling the seeds and all that other stuff in here as well. But just like that, we've got automated food. And, you know, I had most of the stuff prepared before you got here and watched this, but that really only didn't take long. Getting it set up and everything, about 23 minutes, even with me having to run over and do some other stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and start sticking these in the system. Do that for now, and then lock these all up. Turn this into multiple mode and stick all of that onto the system. And just like that, we have inflow of meats into the system. Now, to put that and the wools into the system as well. And as far as the wools are concerned, I'm going to have to keep coming over and getting all the different colored wools as different sheep spawn. But just like this is how I end up spreading out my drawer wool, which even after getting AE2, I do like having this set up for a good majority of my resources because it doesn't clog up the AE2 storage cards, and I can use those for just temporary storage in between for crafting and everything else later. This makes it a lot smoother, especially for like the metals, compacting drawers and stuff like that. Using this for the majority of your storage makes it a lot handier. It's not necessary for doing some of this stuff, because that stuff I can just kind of stick into AE2 storage. But for a lot of the things that I'm going to get in very high bulk, yeah, it's much better to just use drawers to hold them. Even if you don't, you could just tuck the drawers away and hide them somewhere and not actually display them like this. But I like to be able to look and see all the stuff that I have in my drawers. Alright, and just like that, we have our passive mob farm up and going. It's not the prettiest because I had to have that sticking out. I could have buried it in the wall back there, but I honestly didn't feel like doing all that work, and it doesn't really bother me to have it sitting there. If you guys haven't noticed by now, with the majority of my stuff, I'm more of a function over form kind of guy. I'm trying to make things look a little nicer, but at the end of the day, the way my mind works is I want it to work first, and then I'll find a way to make it look better later. But as of now, I think we're set. Now I'll have food incoming, and I don't have to worry about just crafting bread all the time. Oh, it's gonna be so nice. Well, let me know what you guys think. It's super simple, pretty basic. It's just a slightly modified version of the mob farm, but it gets us a lot of helpful stuff. And with that, hopefully you'll leave a like, hopefully you'll subscribe. I'm in the 20 range now. It'd be nice to get into the triple digits at some point. So, hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn on the notification key for when I post more videos. I'm trying to do this as daily as possible. Alright, well, leave some love, leave some hate. Whatever you do, do you. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is you have a good one.